This is a message from the future to the people of the world, warning that humanity faces extinction this century as a result of global warming and climate change. Can You Save the Human Race is a master plan for the survival of humanity and an appeal for justice for the children. Act 1 is all about the panic on planet Earth and the inconvenient truth that our world is in danger, which Al Gore has warned us about. Global warming is out of control, threatening humanity with extinction. Burning fossil fuels is causing a chain reaction of environmental disasters. The carbon dioxide in the atmosphere keeps rising all the time, and the Earth's temperatures are increasing alarmingly. The glaciers and the polar ice caps are melting, and the Antarctic ice shelves are breaking up and collapsing. Sea levels are rising, threatening hundreds of millions of people with becoming environmental refugees. Hurricanes are increasing in ferocity and intensity, contributing to the worldwide flooding, which will kill billions of people by the middle of the century, according to United Nations scientists. In his film, An Inconvenient Truth, Al Gore said, "Our ability to live is what is at stake." There is a state of emergency on the Earth as the global crisis threatens an apocalyptic ecological cataclysm. The human race faces extinction, Professor Peter Barrett warned in November 2004. After 40 years, I'm part of a huge community of scientists who have become alarmed with our discovery that we know from our knowledge of the ancient past that if we continue our present growth path, we are facing extinction, not in millions of years or even millennia, but by the end of this century. Could this be the end of life on Earth? The Bilderberg climate criminals of banks, corporations and governments are committing crimes against humanity, but the environmental movement is fighting back in self-defense. I have a feeling that when she unveils her puppies to the world, she's going to suddenly become world famous. I'm not quite sure how it's going to happen, but I have a feeling that she's planning something.
Yeah. What are you planning, darling? What are you planning?
The eco-warriors in Britain are organising our Noah's Ark campaign, which is a massive worldwide publicity campaign to stop global warming and save the human race from being driven to extinction this century as a result of the burning of fossil fuels. We are friends of the Pacific warriors who are fighting to save their island nations in the South Pacific from vanishing beneath the rising sea levels as global warming floods their world. The eco-warriors' modern-day version of Noah's Ark will be the travelling school for eco-warriors, publishing and broadcasting the truth about the danger of global warming, which threatens to wipe out all life on Earth, including the human race. The burning of fossil fuels is causing climate change, and the Earth's temperatures are increasing, melting the polar ice caps and raising the sea levels, threatening worldwide flooding, which will kill billions of people, according to United Nations scientists. The melting methane hydrate gas in the polar regions threatens an ecological cataclysm that will make the Earth completely uninhabitable within 20 years, and humanity is facing extinction. The eco-warriors are attempting to change the future and ensure the survival of future generations by offering our solutions to the global environmental crisis. The only possible answer to stop global warming will be for the whole world to stop the burning of fossil fuels and to close down the fossil fuel industries, which are causing global warming and climate change. To help stop the imminent genocide of humanity that is being caused by the capitalist Bilderberg group of banks, corporations and governments that are destroying the planet and wiping out all life on Earth, the eco-warriors are offering the people of the world our reality TV show for the children, which is entitled, Can You Save the Human Race? The biggest youth movement in history will save humanity from being driven to extinction as a result of global warming caused by the burning of fossil fuels.
Not the magistrate's court? So Danny, he's not telling me why it's gone to the High Court and not the Magistrates' Court first. This is a residential squat, and well, this is a protest, obviously.
It's not covered by the injunction that was originally under the thing. If
but
you know
there's no
about
reason
the
why it's gone. There should be no reason why it's gone to the High Court first.
Sorry, but why is the same all the house in the same time?
No, this is just for 89 and 95, my dear.
Yeah. 85 and 95.
The High Court.
the White House.
For all the other houses, the High Court's already had an action on it.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, can you explain to me again why it's gone to the High Court and not the Magistrates' Court?
I wouldn't know.
Well, you're from the High Court.
No, I'm just a process server for them.
I know what your job is, but you know something.
I don't know anything about the case whatsoever.
Just career.
Okay,
Just here to deliver the documents. That's it.
Have a nice
Oh, I knew it was coming. So.
91 and 95.
It's about trespassing. Trespass hearing.
They just put trespassing.
Hearing about trespassing.
Oh, brilliant. That's perfect.
No, you have one. You don't need to do it. You have one.
I still have to put one up and take a photograph.
Okay,
Then you can do it somehow also. I don't need.
No, only two listed, and it's for trespassing, so it's a piss take. And it's a 15-minute hearing, so.
I think this 2 houses.
How often do you bring them for trespassing?
How often do we bring what for trespassing?
More papers for trespassing?
Every day, do one a day.
Serving for trespassing, seriously?
This is a process, isn't it?
Yeah, but come on, trespassing is going to do nothing against us, isn't it?
Why?
Oh, but that's what's happening, isn't it? Trespassing.
How can you say that? How can you say that?
We are going to occupy the grass and the land. And, occupy the roofs. We are here for a while. I got to take this off my head. We will not be swayed by this. We may 15 minutes. How the hell can we present our case in 15 minutes?
Exactly.
We are not trespassing. We are here as a direct action against gentrification and the kicking out of the poorest of society from homes that are perfectly viable and perfectly good and could house that many people that are currently on the streets. They cannot get rid of us. They cannot make us go. We are here for the long run. We're here to support the mothers, the homeless, all kinds of people that are being deprived of liberty, homes, a roof over their heads by this Tory government that chooses to prioritise bankers and idiots rather than actual real people.
Cool. And these things.
Hello, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Can we ask some questions?
Yes. Of who? Of me?
Yes. We need to know. We need more.
I am Loki.
Yeah.
And I am here as a protester, as a direct action activist. I'm here to stop mischief. I'm the ironic Loki.
The enemy is getting
I'm
away.
here to stop.
The enemy is getting away.
The enemy drives a very nice car.
He's escaping.
The reason they have sent us to the county court in central London is because literally, this will not be a court case. This will be a summary junction. The outcome has already been decided. This is pointless because literally they could just send us a letter saying out. And that's what this means. This means that we are going to be visited by some nice, well, I want to say nice people, but they're not nice people. They're going to be very big people, very unenlightened, very aggressive, very impolite.
Do you think you might be able to win in the High Court? You could.
This is not the High Court. I thought it was. This is not the High Court. The reason this is the County Court. Usually, the County Court means in the area. This is a civil matter. Trespassing and squatting is a civil matter.
Well, why can't you win? Why can't you
squatting is not a criminal offence. Trespassing is not a criminal offence. It is a civil offence. It is between two parties. The party that is currently trespassing and the owner or the manager of the property or the things. So they should be taking us to the Barnet County Council. They are perverting the course of justice. They're sending us to the Central Court, which is going to cost us money to go to.
Are you going to call the police?
Why should I call the police?
We just said perverting the course of justice.
Well, they are.
When
When we go, and in 2 minutes he will say, you must leave, and we will say, we're not leaving.
Can't you appeal it? Can't you take it to the High Court?
We will appeal it.
Can't you take it to the Supreme Court?
We will try to get to the Supreme Court. We'll try to the High Court. We've got friends. We've got the ASS. We know what we're doing. We've been doing this 3 years.
Queen?
We will appeal to whoever we can and whoever will listen to us. But
European Court of Human Rights.
They will tell us in 2 minutes that you are trespassing. You must leave.
How about declaring independence?
We will declare the fucking Sweetstopia fucking revolution and independence. The fucking new fucking pardon my language. The new Magna Carta of people's rights. Why 10 barons can say to the king, we will declare that we, the 20 people, the 200 people at Sweetstopia, the 2,000 people that are currently occupying and saving these buildings for the people, the 2,000 people declare that David Cameron has no power over us. The twat that currently got elected with 23% of the vote of the people, who doesn't represent the people, doesn't represent 75% of the people, doesn't represent the vast majority of the people who live in this country, the Tory party and the David Cameron, we will say to him that we are taking a stand. If 10 barons can take the king to stand, why can't we? We will declare Sweetstopia independence. The Sweetstopia, the new nation, the newest country.
Sweetstopia!
Sweetstopia!
Can we sing the anthem? Can everybody sing
Sweetstopia, Sweetstopia!
Okay, this is very interesting. This is exciting.
I told you, this is it happens because reality.
Well,
is
Thor told
happening
us in the
usually.
kitchen that you know, he's a prophet. He is a prophet. He sees the future. He was explaining to us in the kitchen that nothing lasts forever. It could all be over in a flash, and here
That's
we are.
what I said today as well. This is war. This is not for people to just
sit around and argue and argue
or
piss
just
about,
to be comfortable.
The energies come back. All of a sudden we are like,
As soon as an external threat comes in, then things
we will
put things into motion.
fight and we will lose. Yes,
As usual.
Anyway, let's ask the doggy. What do you think, doggy? You've been very quiet so far. Is that your final answer? You wag your tail and lick your lips. Thank you. And over here, in the distance, the idiots.
The window when the bailiffs is coming.
Why not?
Oh, this is brilliant. It's really beautiful.
What do you want them to do, Petra?
Nothing.
They can try to evict us, they will not succeed, for I am Loki, the god of stopping mischief in this circumstance.
I just spoke about creative resistance when the bailiffs is coming, you know, in the future. We can all wearing the royal family mask, like the queen and his sons, you know, and we can hanging up to the window. And when the bailiffs coming, they will be evict the queen and the royal family. Do you understand?
I think that's brilliant.
I think it will be fucking funny. Yes.
Amazing, thank you. And there's the doggy again. There's the little doggy, come on.
Russell Brand sent us a cake a few days ago. Hashtag love the police. That was fun. Dog activity. Let's cross the streams. I think we need more hands on deck. We don't.
Hey, doggy!
My time is gone. Again. Goodbye, everybody. Any of these?
No, don't leave to go. Don't say goodbye. Gotta leave you all behind and fade through.
Mama, I don't wanna die.
Sometimes wish I never been born at all.
They have to work for it, so it doesn't come for free.
I mean, yeah, ideally you want something behind you as well, like this. It's kind of like you can always...
Garage sale barricade. If you have a family-friendly, post-apocalyptic sustainability scene happening, then this is your barricade.
You sure it's not a garage sale?
It probably is, but that's the secondary function of it. Primary function is barricading.
And what's that down there?
I think it's an animal.
Yeah, it's an animal.
Some sort of.
And what about the rest of the animals as well?
Yeah. And other species of plants and edible plants breaking through the concrete. You can see the life growing through the concrete. This is our friendly post-apocalyptic scene with Sweetstopia emerging. A new state.
A state of what?
State of emergency. State of climate emergency and civilizational crisis. Well, this is our way of kind of displaying how we want to live in the future. Well, it's not really in the future, this is the 21st century, it's already in the future. Because it's not just about housing. You know, you need to eat something, you need to drink. Having a house is one thing, but you need oxygen to breathe. You need like life around you. You need clean water, clean food. This is all under attack now. So I'm just showing a picture what we think would be suitable for us to live like in an urban environment in the 21st century.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. I'm gonna go see people in the
Yeah, perfect. Oh yes.
have the country they want to live in. Present the flag. The best one will be the flag. And they can all put together the country they want to live in and then pay independence. You forget nothing. The whole week we need to do activities. No.
Wait 1 second.
This is a bit tricky because greenhouse and metal. How can we go there? Wow. Oh, fuck. Convenient. Yeah?
You should be doing live streaming.
No, I just need to be a picture.
You just say your name and your surname and what you have for breakfast this morning.
And what, sorry?
What you have for breakfast this morning, just so I can get the levels, yeah.
Audio gyro, like this is not going to be very interesting. I'm Liam Barrington Bush, and I had a peanut butter sandwich for breakfast this morning.
So Barrington, B-A-R-R-I-N-G-T-O-N, hyphen Bush.
B-U-S-H, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right then. Great.
Like, turn the music off for a
Do
minute?
you want to turn the music off? Do you mind? Sorry. Oh, it's been really, really hard for me to edit. Cool. Do you want to get the background here in this?
Well, I'm filming this, you see, so...
Oh, I see.
How about you guys sitting there with Danny? I'll see what I can arrange.
Okay.
Come on, Sweetie Pie, can you sit there with Danny?
Reoccupied to prevent them from demolition by Annington homes are at risk of eviction at the moment, and so the people who have been living here, as well as wider supporters like myself and the Sweetstopia Resist campaign, have come together to stand firm and say we do not want to see these houses emptied out yet again, to make way for demolition and the building of luxury flats that none of the people who've been here will be able to afford.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about how you kind of got to this point? Well, not how you got to this point, sorry, but I mean as in, because you got the eviction notice yesterday, you said?
This eviction notice, yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me kind of like what has led up to this point?
Well, there's been a whole bunch of different stages since Annington Properties got planning permission from Barnet Council last December to destroy these homes, which are only about 30 years old, and to build 300 luxury flats in their place. So since then, families have been evicted. 140 some households have been evicted from the estate. Many of them who weren't able to afford to just go elsewhere and pay market rents, were forced out of London or at least out of Borough in many instances. And so there's been a fight going on, primarily led by ex-residents of Sweetstopia to protect these homes and to protect the community that's being ripped apart here by the gentrification plans. And so what's happening on this part of the estate is one piece of that wider effort. It's not part of Sweetstopia Resist per se, but it's a group of people who are coming together and saying perfectly good homes shouldn't be destroyed at a time of a housing shortage. Let's stand together and protect these homes in order to make sure that they can be lived in again by people who need them.
Okay. And can you maybe tell me a little bit about how maybe the local government has helped you, like the council or anything like that? Have they helped you in any way?
We've had to fight the local council every step of the way with this campaign. I mean, they have reluctantly rehoused people, but often they've sort of moved a family of 5 into a 1-bedroom place 2 boroughs away or out of London entirely in some cases, or push people into emergency accommodation with exposed electrics and broken windows and doors that don't lock, and that kind of thing. All the while funneling huge amounts of public money into private landlords, sometimes paying 500 quid a week out of public money for emergency accommodation for the families that could have still been living here. So, I mean, reluctantly, Barnet Homes and Barnet Council have been rehousing people bit by bit, but they've done so only under huge duress. I mean, we've had to do protest after protest. We've had to get people writing letters to the head of council to Barnet Homes. We've had to get people tweeting them, writing on their Facebook wall over and over again, so they can to see that what they're doing and how they're treating people is completely unacceptable. So yeah, at some level they've been helpful, but that's their job, and it shouldn't take as much work as we've had to put into this to make sure they're helping people in the way that they're mandated to.
Okay. And obviously this is private property, so some people would say, well, you have no right to be here, so why are you here? What would you say to people like that?
Well, I think private property is held up on a pedestal in the society we're in at the moment as sort of more important than everything else. But fundamentally, if there's a situation where people don't have homes available to them, where people are being evicted, where communities are being ripped apart, I think private property has to be thrown into question. Annington owns 57,000 properties across the UK. Now, if 140 of those properties here on the estate are being occupied by people who actually need those homes, I'd much rather see that than families and communities being torn apart. So yeah, private property, but private property at the expense of destroying communities, I'm not willing to stand by and allow that to happen, and that's why all of us are here, whether from Sweetstopia Resists or from the occupiers here on the estate now. And so this is yeah, I think we just need to put private property in perspective and highlight that it is not the be-all and end-all of the law or of what a society should be built on. And if we can challenge that fundamentally and say that property should be serving human need, not private profits, that's an important victory, and that's something that we should be doing, and it is happening all across London at the moment.
So in your opinion, it's kind of like law versus morality at the moment?
Yeah, we're in a very clear situation where law and morality are on different sides of the coin here. The law says that private property does trump everything else. We are not willing to accept that. The law has previously said that slavery is okay, that only property-owning white men should be allowed to vote, like that apartheid was legal in South Africa. All these things were within the law at a certain stage. I think we're at a stage where we need to challenge the idea that private property rights is inherently more important than people's rights to have their basic needs met.
This is going to affect a community that has A, either already left, or B, is currently existing. How do you feel like this eviction is going to affect the community here?
Well, I mean, the people who are staying here right now are protecting these buildings. These are buildings that have already been attacked viciously by private contractors, ripping out the plumbing, making them unlivable in many, many situations. And people have come here, rebuilt them, put in new kitchens, put in new bathrooms, made these habitable places again. And so, like, what we're doing is saying we're not going to allow these places to just get bulldozed and flattened and the community that's lived here forgotten about. I mean, all the people who are staying here are quite clear that second the families that lived on Sweetstopia want to come back, these buildings will be reopened to them. And so this is sort of a hold-in place at the moment. Like the community that's emerged here has been very clear that this is a temporary measure to hold on to these places and prevent the demolitions so they can once again become the homes to the families that made this their community for years.
Could you maybe just explain a little bit about how you said some people have kind of rebuilt the insides of the houses from what you said Annington did to them before? So can you explain kind of like the before and after?
Yeah, well, I mean, these are only about 30 years old, these homes, and they were all in perfectly good shape. I mean, the wear and tear from one to another would vary, but for the most part, these were all perfectly good, livable homes. As soon as the evictions happened, Annington, the owners, the property developers, started sending in contractors to rip out all the plumbing, to smash up the porcelain, to pull out the sinks, the toilets, the bathtubs, whatever else, to pour chemicals and like petroleum over the carpets, make them basically unlivable places to be. And I mean, that should be a criminal act in itself, to take perfectly good homes and make them unlivable, so the property is protected, so to speak. I mean, that's a sign of some slightly distorted priorities, to say the least. And so what's been going on here has been people coming together, and with a combination of found materials and free collective labor, people have been putting these houses back together, putting in new sinks and new cookers, and putting down new carpets and making these places habitable once again, to show that partly it's relatively superficial damage. The structures of these places are perfectly good, and there shouldn't be. I mean, Annington in some ways would want to destroy these places to make it look like there was less at stake, less that was being destroyed here. But in reality, these are structurally sound houses that are on the verge of demolition, just because they weren't expensive enough. And that's what it comes down to, is they want, Annington want properties that they can rent, they can sell at inflated prices. These don't quite qualify, even though they're perfectly good family homes and have been for many years. So the rebuilding process is part of just highlighting that these houses are structurally sound, and destroying them doesn't make any sense at a time when there's an incredible shortage of affordable housing.
Okay, and finally, the bailiffs are coming today, as you are anticipating. When they do come, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, it's a challenge. We don't know if the bailiffs are coming today or not. This is the threat of a high court bailiff eviction is a terrifying thing for everybody involved, because they don't have to tell you when they're coming, and they can use as much force as is deemed reasonable, both of which are really scary things to live with on a day-to-day basis. And this is what the families were living with before, in the previous stage of things here. And it's a kind of a terror that people don't really recognize. Like, if you haven't been through it, it's kind of like the threat that your door could get kicked down at 6 o'clock in the morning by some brutish thugs who are just there to throw you out and throw all of your furniture and all of everything in your life out on the curb. That's not a nice thing to live with. And so, I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, we're going to have as many people here as we can have here to stand by and, at the very least, play witness to a total as far as we can tell, a morally criminal act of evicting people from homes that they've been protecting and trying to rebuild. Just like it was a morally criminal act when the families that were living here before were getting evicted. And we just want to shine a light as much as we possibly can. And if there's enough of us, we want to be able to continue to be here. There's no reason. I mean, the violence of private bailiffs and the police, if they bring the police along, there's a certain point where physically we won't be able to get in the way of that. But we want to do everything we can to stand in the way of that process and not allow that process to happen easily, and create as much disruption as we can to industries, the bailiff and evictions industry, and the sort of the wider housing regeneration industry as we can, because these kinds of social cleansing projects shouldn't be allowed to pass without as much disruption as people can manage. Otherwise, before we know it, London will just be an enclave for the rich, and everyone else will be commuting into surfing, and we can't have a city like that.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Stand to your right a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Don't worry, I will ask you to start again. That's okay. So you're someone who basically used to live here. Okay, so how do you feel about people occupying this place, almost kind of like on your behalf, or in your honour, I should say?
I think it's amazing. The things what they did with the place is amazing. You have a greenhouse, you know, it's very green. It's very well done. They made an amazing job. those are amazing people who are protecting those properties.
So I spoke to one of the residents earlier, and he said that if they were able to prevent these bailiffs from coming in, and then by some miraculous decision they decided to leave this area to the people who are squatting here, he said that he would be very happy for the families who used to live here to come back. Would you want to come back here, or were you happy where you are?
Definitely. I would love to. This estate is a really nice estate. It's a lot of green space, so the kids can play outside very safely. They can ride on the bikes, and it's very rare in London. And I would definitely live here.
So tell me what happened in your situation. You used to live here, now you're living elsewhere. Tell me your story.
Okay, so I was a private tenant. I was living here for over 5 years.
If you start that again.
Yes. So I was private tenant living in this. It's one of the houses for over 5 years with my 2 kids, and the problem started when I supposed to rent property somewhere else because of the requirements from the estate agent and the landlords are enormous. You have to earn at least 40,000 to be able to rent the property. The property cost around 1,400 for 2-bedroom flat, which is huge amount of money, and it's literally impossible for the single mother to rent the property. Estate agents don't want no one on DSS, no single mothers, no trouble. They want a single professionals earning huge amount of money, which it's fine to. It's very difficult to find. So I asked Barnet to help me. They said that they cannot until I'm gonna be evicted, until I'm gonna be on the street really. And I said, why are you waiting? That's going to be demolished. Why are you waiting to the last minute? We have a possession. We have all of the furniture inside is ours. When we moved in, there was only cooker. So everything from the fridge to the bath, to the beds, we had to bring. And now you're telling us we have to lose that because we have to wait for you to, to be evicted. And I'm living now in the emergency accommodation in Golders Green, 2-bedroom flat. Because the property was furnished, I have to leave all of my furniture here. I have literally a few hours to move out before the Cytex people came and put everything on the metal things on the windows. So I lost all of my white goods, everything, washing machine, fridge, freezer, dishwasher, everything was left behind, and I didn't have a time to store it anywhere.
So your stuff is still in this house now, where you were?
No, I had to empty the house, but because I only had a few hours to move, I only took what is more important, so clothes, beds, all of the white goods, which was left in the house. I didn't have a time to arrange storage, I didn't have a time to sell them, I didn't have a time to do anything with them, so I left them outside just to figure out what to do with them. And when I come back a few hours later, they were gone, someone took them, so £2,000 gone, which is not ideal, is it?
Yeah. So tell me, how old are your children?
My son is 11 and my daughter is 5.
So they're in school?
They are, yes.
So whereabouts is their school?
It's a 5-mile school, about 10 minutes away from here.
Okay, so how long does it take now to get from Golders Green to the new school?
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes because I'm driving. Thanks God I'm driving. So when it's not traffic, it's 20 minutes. It's a half an hour, 40 minutes if there is rush hour. Of course, there's rush hour every morning and every pickup time.
So what's the plan after this emergency accommodation?
Well, I want to move to Scotland. I was thinking to move to Scotland, so I'm looking for the property over there, just for my kids to have some stability because I don't want to spend my life with benefits, and if I'm going to stay in London, that's certainty. I was offered a flat in Stonebridge, 3-bedroom, for £445 a week. And I said, even though I'm working, I will be never able to live without benefits because it's just too expensive. You can have a mansion for those kind of money, and you want to put me to some dirty house, somewhere far away in different borough, for that amount of money, which going to private landlord, and it's not right. And I think the problem with this borough and the borough around London is that they're talking about regeneration. But this is just like a cover because they don't build houses for people. They destroying the estates. They give the lease to the private developers, and those developers building the houses for such a rent, for such amount of money that none of the working class people can actually afford it, or they will be able to afford it, but with the help of housing benefit. And it's not right. This estate, it belongs to MOD, but it was leased to Annington for 1,000 years, 999 years, for zero lease. Annington don't pay nothing for this land for next 1,000 years. I mean, where is the logic in that? There's another estate which belongs to not to MOD, it's private, is a public land, and that's going to be leased to another private developers who are going to make money out of it. And Barnet, as a borough, is not going to be able to house people there because it's just too expensive. Instead of actually instead of refurbish the estate, they rather just give away to people who already live in the tax havens. They don't pay any tax. They don't have any contribution. They don't put any contribution into the country. Yet they have everything for free. And for the people, working class people who working hard, there's no option just to move out of London. It's not right. It doesn't, regeneration. It doesn't have any logic. It's just simple way for I don't know. There's no logic in that.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No. Okay. Where?
Okay, right. Okay, I'll tell you what, let me follow you inside, if that makes sense, so you can take me just inside.
It only a very big thing. We started at 2 open and then it grew into the radical left assembly something.
Oh, I see.
Message. That's good.
Okay, so do you want to lead me? If you just stand behind 1 second.
Well,
If you go behind me.
yeah, okay.
In fact, let me just make sure levels are okay. Can you speak for me? Say something for me?
Boo.
What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel what, sorry?
Daniel.
Daniel, what's your surname?
Gardner.
Gardner. You're working it out, aren't you? That's alright.
That's what I'm using for.
Okay, cool. Alright, so if you just explain to me where you're about to take me.
Yes. This is one of the houses that we haven't, or our friends haven't done up after it has been smashed by the workers who are paid to smash the houses. We used it for a free shop. You know what a free shop is? It's like a swap shop. You take something, you leave something, whatever you need, you take it. Things we find on the street, things we recover. So you can see pretty much what it looks like when it's stripped. It can look way worse usually when you see one of the really smashed up houses. They kept on coming back like 3 or 4 times and they smashed more and more and more until they completely. But you can see that the tiles are smashed off. They did the same with the toilets, the sinks, cutting the pipes, taking out the copper. First they started with the radiators when the families were still here, occupying number 60. We tried locating the workers the first day, but it only resulted in summoning like 100 police officers, but at least we told them what was happening here, that it's a very different type of protest. All they can see is children coming back from school, doing their homework, and mothers organizing who've been violently evicted before, and workers smashing up the homes very loudly, and they had to watch it for a couple of hours. And after that we had a very good relationship with the local police.
Okay, so it's a little place.
So yeah, this is a sad site, and we can show you one that's untouched that we managed to conserve the way it was.
Oh, so is this another place that they?
Yeah, well, these are things that we've recovered. So these are spare sinks, bathtubs, and all sorts of stuff that can be useful in a community if you're building a community. We restarted here, renovating the buildings that the workers smashed up, and also starting to grow food, because it's not just about living somewhere, it's not just about having a house, but you need to eat something, you need to drink something. These things are all under attack at the moment. And if you want to imagine yourself living in an urban environment in the 21st century, then you have to start experimenting, and this is what we started here.
Again, for me one time.
Yeah, we've got a greenhouse here. And this is the big one. We have two other smaller ones, and various things filled with earth and vegetables growing out of it. Sometimes, you know that we recover food from the supermarkets, the stuff that they throw away. You can even grow them back. So things that have been thrown away twice, you can grow them back in your kitchen window, and you can just plant it and grow it back, and you can eat it again. And it's kind of cool. 21st century, we can't just live the same way as we lived before, because we've got a climate crisis, we've got a civilizational crisis going on in the earth, and we need to restructure ourselves. At least we had a little window here to experiment.
Let me just double check your microphone. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Right there instead.
No, first one that's untouched, and then we're gonna try to find a few that's done.
Okay. So if you say that for me now.
Yeah, we're going to walk through the little part of the estate that we've started renovating, and we're going to show you a building that's untouched. The people who moved out of it, they left the window open, so we managed to conserve it and save it from the workers who are going around and smashing things. I think the police has an order against the workers to stay away from us after the last time. And yeah, you've seen a smashed up one. We're going to show you one that hasn't been touched, and we're trying to get into one that's being turned into a more alternative, very artsy place, renovated by squatters. It's a very interesting thing now that workers for money smashing up the buildings, and then squatters coming and renovating them and helping the housing protest of the mothers. Two buildings that were not part of the previous court rulings and injunctions. You can see these homes are perfectly good condition. This is not your average estate that even needs that sort of regeneration we would talk about normally. But even those regenerations are, in fact, redevelopments. We just moved some of the stuff out because we're in red alert mode. You know, bailiffs can come from the sky in a second, basically. And because we've got a possession order on the site, we would just like to show the people what we've done here and to inspire other people to start experimenting around their area. Because sustainability is the key in living in an urban environment these days.
Can I just do a wide shot of here, just so that I can...
People are cooking here. But obviously now we're trying to save our valuables and brace for impact.
Them if you want to. She's sort of filming around the site at the moment.
Oh, you know, I need a...
Our friends just built the tap from scratch.
Okay, say that for me again.
Yeah, we're going to see the Bohemian residents now. We are the Barnet Bohemians. There's quite a few groups working together in here, and individuals in different houses. And you probably know us we've been working in Barnet for 3 years. We've occupied and saved the library, and then a community pub called the Bohemia. We were at Cat Hill trying to fight redevelopment at the former Middlesex University site. So we're Bohemians basically, and this is, and the 12 bar of course, from January. This is our new residence, at least it was until now. And you can see a few solutions that here the squatters managed to to get water, for example. This is not a tap, this was made by some of our friends, it's very creative. A few pipes, some kind of a tappy thingy, and it all comes from here using a garden hose because they've broken the pipes. They completely smashed up the pipe system. The toilets, the sinks, there was nothing here basically, so this is also a recovered sink that we found on the streets at the site clearance. We usually ask for, people if they mind if we take their stuff, and usually they donate things they don't need anymore. And you can see the garden hose going up, and that's feeding the water to the toilet. So we have a working toilet and a sink, which is, you know, one of the basics in a household if you talk about living somewhere. Badly as the rest of them, this has kind of been conserved, but still they managed to cut the pipes and they took out the boiler, so there's no heating at all in the building. So we are in the middle of summer, so we can do this kind of protest, but in the winter we couldn't do this actually.
Okay, cool. Can you show me the next place?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, he's on the toilet.
The thing is,
It was a fresh awakening.
Yeah,
Our friend comes out of the toilet.
you could sort of start describing it if you want to, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, if they do it's even better.
Oh, you think that's yes, but it's
You
nice.
know what they've done.
Yes.
But you just make maybe snips, probably. At least this looks good. The nice workers smashed the walls through. They've completely smashed up the place. This was in one of the worst conditions, and there you go. People with energies and the right energy and enough passion and love, they can bring these places back to life very easily. So that it's very unreasonable that the company that owns the land wants to just eradicate everything on it just to build luxury housing for people with better budgets, so they can have more profit.
Again?
For me.
For me?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You're
I was
okay
just
about
saying we
me,
could do a
Phil?
whole piece
Yeah.
on this house.
Yeah.
It's so colourful.
Today is good. Well, the house?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, this is the house that Art built, really.
Yeah, because this was really one of the worst conditioned houses, and this looks best. Yeah, this looks the best.
Kind of just went to work on it.
Why did you decide to do the house in this way?
Why did we decide to do the house in this way? I guess it's all a collaboration. So here we are together, all creating together to make this. So yeah.
And was there like a particular theme or anything like that?
Theme.
The planet.
Or cake.
The revival of the planet Earth.
Yeah.
How do you survive for money if you're here like all the time? How do you survive for money? What do you do for money?
What do I do for money? Yeah.
What is money?
Money. See, money is an interesting one. Because, you know, do you really need money? Money as in, you know, like payment of things. Like cash monies. Because this could be money. Use it to trade back and forth.
At least it has a function. Money.
Yes.
You can't drink from money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they say like money doesn't grow on trees, but food grows on trees, and you can use
money as
food
well,
as
because they
money.
made-
So money does actually grow on trees.
And they make it from paper, so it's kind of yeah. Trees are not really fond of making money. They could make money from hemp, though, hemp paper.
Yeah, they can make money from
Much
hand paper.
easier. Produce gross
Yes,
quicker.
they, the infamous they. Yeah. Who are they? So, but, you know, here we are.
That's very creative anyway.
So when or if the bailiffs come, what will you do? Are you going to resist?
If the bailiffs come.
It's not if bailiffs come.
Well, when bailiffs come, because they will eventually come for us. You know, it's inevitable. We'll see what happens, I guess. See what they say.
Where will you go from here?
I'm not sure entirely. Just continue going somewhere.
Continue the journey.
Continue the journey, yeah.
But you don't wanna
trample on anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Just checking out.
Yes, cat fences.
And then we need to clear them up. We need to get the parts again. And of course do this without using money. We're not really fond of using money. It just kind of poisons things.
Yeah.
No.
The different what?
The different phrases around the house.
Different phrases.
So say for example the one that says the system never bothered me anyway. What inspires you to put it there?
The system never bothered me anyway.
System never bothered me anyway.
Let it grow, let it grow. Can't feed the machine anymore. Well, the system never bothered me anyway. Is the system. We all bang on about the system. Like, fuck the system kind of thing. But the system at large, there's a natural system, which is actually quite delicate, quite intricate, but really quite perfect. Nature's system, does its thing. And that doesn't really bother me. Nature's good. Man-made systems are pretty fucking unstable, yeah, pretty crazy at times. But the natural system of things, I think, is really quite good. Yeah, quite a good one. Because green is good. Green is go, you see. So good. Go.
We started a couple weeks ago, but mostly we did it.
Yeah, it's bit by bit, isn't it? How long is a piece of string? How long does anything take, really? Time. It's quite an interesting concept because.
Hello. Oh.
We're getting ready for the rest of the week because it's gonna be hectic.
Sorry, darling. Well, there's not much room in there, is there?
No.
Oh, it does look.
It looks very stylish and nice. Very homely.
Yeah, everybody's home probably looks like this.
Like mine. Yeah, it's much better.
We are home.
I don't know what home feels like anymore.
You don't know what home feels like anymore? No. Well, where is it? When I see my name on TV, what would I prefer people to say? Yeah, definitely Captain Archbishop Noisy Parrot.
Captain Archbishop Noisy Parrot.
Yeah, why not?
100% sure?
Yeah, 100% sure. Definitely 100% sure about that one.
Okay, alright then. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Cool. You're welcome.
I missed that. Could you start again?
Oh, that was chapter 1 with the mothers resisting.
Russell Brand.
Mothers organizing, and Russell Brand comes, he goes, and then comes again and goes again.
Does that mean he's coming again?
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't.
All right, that's it. Thank you. Cut.
Design that country they want to live in or something family friendly. That can be turned into something sensational because otherwise it's nice, but it's not the headline stuff.
Yeah.
If you twist it around, like giving it some this will be the
So you've got a flag?
Yeah, we're just designing the country because many people want to flee the UK now because of what happened at the elections and how things are standing now. And you don't have to physically leave the United Kingdom to actually leave it. People have done it before. They're not in clear squatters.
Let me grab your microphone.
Oh, yes.
So is this kind of like the official Sweetstopia flag?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
It's not
This
finished.
Lovely. Would you be able to talk to me about it?
He's the Minister of Flag Making.
What color represents what? And
So it's in the final, it will be here. The Science of Bohemia, this group what have created this place.
Sorry, let me come around this way.
The black and the red stay for anarchists. Red for the blood what we have spent here, for the time that we have lost. And green is for the freedom. Yeah.
What does the yellow stand for again?
The yellow here coming the science of the Bohemian here inside. It's to how you say that to honor for the people what are bringing this way the Swiss way to life.
Okay, 1 second, hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
once we have a flag, we can do anything.
If you stand in front of me,
Yeah.
and then I'll get shots of the flag separately anyway.
Yeah, but she's not finished.
No, it's okay.
This will
Okay,
be.
so if you talk me through the fact that you're doing a flag, why you're doing a flag, and what the different colours mean.
Why are we doing a flag?
Without a flag, you can't have a country.
Sweetstopia.
No flag, no country.
Why we create a flag is we have to declare our own country, Ethiopia, and for that you need something to show up, also to represent the country, and every country in this world is represented with a flag. And our flag will be starting with the science of the Bohemian, what have started here in Swiss way to grow this whole together up. It's in the honor of them. Then black and red symbolize the anarchismus, what we try to live. It's not the bad thing. This is the way of living something. Red is the blood, what we have spent all the time here and lost. And green will be the liberty, freedom. And this is what we represented.
Did you say what the yellow stood for?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
That was the first one.
Great.
Every color.
And then
Estonia, the independent Republic of Estonia. Yeah, that's pretty much one of our inspirations.
Anna? We need Anna.
Anna?
Is she around?
She was, yeah, like 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
Unless she went back to the main house. Or are you coming from there? Okay.
okay.
It's an ominous sign of things to come.
I always keep the last bite and I go it back in the window and then we can plant it in with the rest of them and it grows really quickly. It's not a new little plant, it's an old plant, but you know, it would go in the bin twice.
Okay.
And now it's growing back and it's fresh food.
Yeah.
So people should start thinking this way, otherwise there's no way to survive in an urban environment. It's just not natural.
Okay.
And this place is very good for experiments. So this was like the second renaissance when the squatters managed to fix this thing up and turn it into something very interesting. And now we have the plan to to create our own country, or to gather enough people to create our own country. Whoever doesn't like this government and doesn't like the way the country is running now and would like to maybe leave the country, we can show them that they don't have to leave the country physically to be independent from the government. They can just claim independence, try to create their own country, and the more breakaway states we get, the more breakaway state movements we get, the more the government will be sweating, because it just looks silly on them.
But what's going to happen if once the bailiffs come?
Well, they will try to evict, but if we fill this with life and activities and we just say that you need a passport to come in, sorry, they don't expect that. You know, and it's sensational enough to bring in the heavy cavalry from the press, like to get all the TV cameras here and lots of people with fresh energies, because it's the same place, kind of interesting, but turns really interesting once you give it a twist and make it a headline.
Yeah,
that would be today's plans too. Oh yeah. They're destroying everything.
The London Live Lady's going to be here for another few hours.
Another few hours? Yeah, we have London Live.
yeah, I saw that.
The residents. They were one by one, some of them, I don't know. Private tenants.
Private tenants, okay.
These were the last ones. And yeah, the very last one is still there, but most of them, they just moved out on their own accord. They either got housed somewhere else, or they just didn't want to stay. Yeah. They didn't want to resist, but they did leave windows open for us. They said that we can use the buildings. And at least these were smashed up, 2 of them. Plus they weren't covered by the previous court order. So they had to go to court again. But together as the last family, so it's very complicated at the moment. That's why it's not easy to evict us right like this. It's not really safe. But they still red alert. They can come anytime. So we're trying to secure all our valuables and anything that we don't want on the site. Just keep anything that is to be able to eat.
Okay.
And then just do whatever we do. Do activities with families, children, design your own country.
Yeah.
And whenever they come, you know, it's gonna be a funny confrontation, because we're ultra non-violent, plus there's children, they can't be violent.
Yeah, of course.
It's on them, especially there's TV cameras walking around. So we'll see. We might dodge it, and we might have to have the last family to resist properly, also in a fluffy way, but with lots of people. See what happens. It's not that easy to evict us.
Yeah. And so is there a lot of solidarity from other campaigns? Like, you know, there's one in Islington.
It's linking up as a resistance network around London. But the solidarity from lots of countries, even. Like, we got retweets from Florida yesterday. Occupy Jacksonville.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can get any random stuff if you're using social media, then you know, any kind of independent press can turn up, or foreign press.
Yeah.
Germany, even China.
Okay.
It happens a lot. And the last one is always the BBC when everyone is talking about it.
Yeah, exactly, when it's been covered widely.
Yes.
Can you go upstairs?
Yeah.
Can I ask one little question before I charge my camera up again? Which paper are you from?
Die Wochenzeitung, German, a Swiss paper.
Ah, Switzerland.
Yeah.
So it will go all over the world.
Yes. Hopefully, yeah.
Well, of course
to
it will.
the German speakers.
You've got a world exclusive, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Smart, all right. And with timing it's right. And it's
coming in and running from the feeling that I've won my freedom. But I was right in front of me. Can't believe that I've come this far. I'm thinking of a good vibration. It's telling me now. it's just up to us to change our ways. And I'm gonna enjoy my days till the end and do again. It's truly all that I found now. Even on the way down there, I smile. The next revolutions of the mind, then I'm having mine. As soon as I defeat these demons inside of myself, I've got a reason for my own self. Although it hurts on how it works, to be honest with them. Transcend the boundaries, push the limits, never end the stroke of finish. Just a matter of believing that you got it in your ask thoughts to make it better on the way to sweeter sin. Let's begin to make a new world for a kin. And with all my right in front of me, can't believe that I've come this far. If I'm thinking of good vibration, it's telling me not to stop. I'm going up to a new dimension, crossing over from between night and time. Love started on the end game. Well, I smile. Whenever I smile, yeah. Cause I wanna give right my love to you, babe. Come dry your cheeks on me. Let's just have some faith. I'm gonna come home one day and it's where I wanna be. When I'd rather be someplace far away from here. The time is dear and I got a lot to say. It's actually quite amazing to me. And I genuinely love every one of you. Something else, man. Thank you. Let's keep going. Revolution.
That's not baby though, that's not all.
See the cracks in the pitch black. Close the pitch on the magazine rack, a political pack. An answer to the Union Jack, I'll fight back. Look the words I talk, cause the rap is not an act. Keep my soul intact, to relax and react. The exact track to attract, then create an impact. In close contact, we interact. We sign a contract, we make a pact to track a brilliant fact. We can dish it out, I say we bring it back. All the fight between us is as painless as the innocents attacked in Iraq. Pay the mind for the propaganda designed to distract. Keep you buying items and paying tax. Spending all your cash and all your scrap when the state is sitting on stacks. Who's got the better deal? I'll let you do the math, cause I'm sick of the bullshit, I'm sick of the violence. I'm sick of the rich men that smile while my brothers suffer in silence. I'm sick of the crops, sick of the tyrants, sick of the giants inciting civilian children fighting over diamonds. I'm sick of compliance, I'm sick of the war. I'm sick of the system's reliance on a few rich and many poor. I'm sick of the crime, I'm sick of the hunger. And as time goes by, I'm getting sick of it all. Just have to let go. What's the reason for policies increasing the power of polices? Who seems to be me pay the prices with a face to wild devices? News feeds to manifest the crisis. Then we're wearing the lifeless spiders and outsiders, enemies of the righteous. Words some of the wisest, the opportunity surprises. No guises, and he sees when it arises. Follow whatever your heart advises. The minds just take off all disguises. Confront the governing body of giant sizes. Cause the journey you earn is priceless. Don't with the lies and inspire an uprising idea on the horizon. Change with the seasons, live within the reasons. Self-pleasing through giving, and you'll see the difference. Refrain from pointing the blame and explain. Make a change, face your demons, and eventually defeat them. Cause I'm sick of the bullshit, I'm sick of the violence, I'm sick of the rich men that snarl while my brother suffering silence. I'm sick of the crops, sick of the tyrants, sick of the giants inside civilian children fighting over diamonds. I'm sick of compliance, I'm sick of the war. I'm sick of the system's reliance on a few rich and many poor. I'm sick of the grandeur, I'm sick of the hunger. And as time goes by, I'm getting sick of it all. Get sick of it all. So we need to rise up above the rulers that fool us. Take the power back from the leaders that are clueless computers. Dictators using fear and hate to control us. I know you know this, so quit with the prudence. Who is it really causing the nuisance? Fluent in music method is proven. Translucent movement in a lucid human. It's an illusion. And the moment of truth is almost upon them. Cause I'm sick of the bullshit, I'm sick of the violence, I'm sick of the rich men that snarl while my brother suffer in silence. I'm sick of the crops, sick of the tyrants, sick of the giants inside civilian children fighting over diamonds. I'm sick of compliance, I'm sick of the war. I'm sick of the system's reliance on a few rich and many poor. I'm sick of the grandeur, I'm sick of the hunger. And as time goes by, I'm getting sick of it all. Revelations through patience, a dark swelling, a rebellion dwelling inside of us, dividers from the sides like you can't believe the money lied to us. I can't abide this no more. See the hero of cause, the go to the gold teeth and the jaws of finest. Before I drop yours to zero and hit the floor plus minus, not nervous, yet you'll probably just find us excited. No matter the money gonna change my mind, and all my friends will always get deep high. I got rhythm in the back of my mind, and I'm so high. No matter the money gonna change my mind, and all my friends will always get deep high. I got rhythm in the back of my mind, and I'm so high. Certain constructs, they all look the same. Money flows all in the same way. You won't think silly thing as its own place. Fingers tied to the strings of the bank. And only time is gonna make or break you. Move through and choose what we do. They can't win and they never know. It's all set for my fool. Such an awesome metamorphosis, distorted proof forces. Draw courses for the bosses, bonus winning and office. Cause I'm off it and I've lost it. Contemplate a new creation, should have lost it. To hide what the true cost is, just watch this. Not gonna take a kiss, spit a cuss and a diss with French kiss. Cause I'm facing a bigger risk. Logistics imagined collateral. So tell me what is the matter all? It's just us, no them, and that is all. No, I'm only gonna change my mind. And all my friends will always get deeper. I got rhythm in the back of my mind, and it's so high. No, I'm only gonna change my mind. And all my friends will always get deeper. I got rhythm in the back of my mind, and it's so high. So this one, it's called the beeper. There's no machinery. Well, there is a little bit of machinery. There's an amplifier involved, but no loops. So straight from the face. Riff rat, street rat, we buy don't, we buy that, we've only look closer, but they say, oh poor boy, no sorry, no sorry, no they'll find out. There's so much more to me. It's a bittersweet, silver sleep, life. Trying to make it sleep, slave to the money. It shirts with Beverly Zombie. It shirts with Beverly Zombie. I said don't worry, and now I think every little drink is gonna be we got all the love, all that we need to change our world. Hallelujah, we got all the love, all that we need. Blessed be, we got all the love, all that we need to change our world. Hallelujah, we got all the love, all that we need. Blessed be. What we try, bitch. We're not throwing a penny trap. We try, bitch. We're not throwing a penny trap. We try, bitch.
Bohemianism, you name it. That is all for now. Sweetstopia. And you can be part of it too. You're very welcome to come down. Well, by the way, we're expecting bailiffs.
You know where you are!
Falling from the sky.
You're in sweet way, baby.
The idea is now
Say, baby, you will be old. Oh, baby, you will be old. Think of all the trees that we should sold. We come to give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. So let's raise the bar. To the street. You had plenty money back in 22. You let all the dream makeup follow through. Why don't you blind? Like some get out of here. Give me some. It's a good thing I found this the other day. It's a padlock. It says blue one. It says master on it. Yeah? But it also says tough under fire. Being shot from all angles. Never gonna cease to exist. Decide wide-eyed, confide in the test and tried guys. eternity. The school of life eternity. So we learn lessons and we decide. Allied alongside the best kind of girls and guys. And we turn tries going worldwide. So if we unite, so we glide, we tried. Then I can make my rules of words, so we know that we died.
In the head, I guess, because it's like it's that kind of us and them mentality. Because everything must end. Everything comes to an end. What has a beginning has an end. So life, our lives as we know it in this physical form, comes to an end. But it doesn't mean there isn't a future. It doesn't mean we don't have a next of kin, and the responsibilities, taking up that responsibility, really taking that responsibility, and doing the best I possibly can.
Things have to end because other things have to start.
Yes, exactly. So,
do you have a message for the world?
Do I have a message for the world? Yes.
Okay, and the Earth? What about the Earth?
The Earth. Love the Earth. It's home, isn't it? I live here.
I ask the questions, I'm sorry, but...
Sorry?
I'm asking the questions. Excuse me, don't you laugh at me. You ask him some questions.
Well, you're better at that time. I'm just staring at the screen.
I'm
just happy to have 6 people watching us now. That's pretty good.
6 people? That's brilliant.
Yeah, we had 8 before, but looks like we're not as entertaining as before.
Oh, no, this is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah,
Some
live
of them
streaming.
might be Ennington's people.
Oh, is it live streaming? Where are we streaming out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Occupy News Network.
Want to speak to the world?
Want to speak to the world?
Occupy News Network.
Cool. Well, actions speak a lot louder than words, so how much can I really say? You just got...
You can tell us all about yourself and who you are and what you're doing and
the blood type.
Well, I'm a noisy parrot.
What you have for breakfast.
I had some. What did I have? Some fruit and nut.
What do you?
Some bran flakes. Yeah.
What do you think of capitalism?
What do I think of capitalism? I think it's just. What do I think of it? I don't really like it, to be honest.
And have you met my dog? She's
I have. Baby dog.
the leader of the world revolution. I forgot to get her on telly today.
Yeah, capitalism's a bit of a funny one, It's that profit. Wherever there's profit, there has to be deficit. So if someone's making a profit, that means someone else is losing out. You know what I mean? So capitalism is a very imbalanced system. Do you know what I mean? Or do you agree? I mean, I don't know. That's just what I think. It's very unbalanced, and this is what I'm doing. So it's like a balancing act.
Yeah.
Trying to balance it out.
But in the end, you fall.
In the end, you fall. Yeah. But hello, I'm the fool, mate.
How would you like to be the general in the Sweetstopian army?
I think you already are.
I think I already am. I think I got promoted today, actually, to general of the Sweetstopian army.
So you'll sort the bailiffs out for us?
I'll sort the bailiffs out for you. I'll have a word with them, you know what I mean? I'll speak to them if they do.
Diplomacy first. Diplomacy first before we press the
Yes, of
button,
course,
yeah.
of course. Well, it's not all about the buttons. All about that. There's a peaceful resolution,
Yeah.
So it's a revolution. It's happening. I mean, we talk about revolution, but really, it's constantly coming, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on.
It's on. It's definitely on. So one day at a time, we do what we need to do, and because change happens slow.
Susanna, I'm the boss. Is this a police hat yet? But then you turned it into a captain's hat. Take it all off.
Take it all off?
Yeah. Did you make that uniform?
Yes.
Really?
It's not a uniform. More like a costume. Or clothing. A one piece. What are you reading? Any good?
Yeah.
What's it about?
This of course.
It's about this, of course.
Yeah. Oh, let's see the goggles. Let's see. Let's see these.
Oh, the goggles. Oh, you're going to love these. Try these on.
Do they show you everything?
to show you everything, that is for sure.
Cool.
Rainbows! Rainbows!
There's one. Yeah. Cool. I love this the most.
The hat? Yeah, I made that a few days ago now.
Were you the first squatter?
Was I the first squatter?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the original squatter. No, I wasn't the first one here.
Are you the squatter boss?
The squatter boss.
Yeah, because this is a boss hand.
Well, there are no bosses here. We work
I'm
collectively
a boss.
together.
I'm boss.
You're the boss.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
I'm the boss.
You know the way.
No. I'm not. You'll say something.
I'll say something on the mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone you're going to say anything.
Yeah. Go on then.
Well, are you going to say something?
Yeah.
So shall I announce it?
No. I'm
Okay.
Can I?
Just go ahead. Go on.
Don't turn it on.
No, don't turn it up. I'm going to play with it. Go on, make some noise. Again. One more time.
You might be able to find some of them.
The photographer who did all the documentaries about it.
How you done this? It will hold you on a fence.
got that hat?
I'd stop. Now show me something.
Yeah, what?
This one, tape never ends.
What? Where is it? It's far away.
Why is he taking the pictures? Maybe hardcore. Oh wait, I took out some. I will tell
What are you doing? Who are you?
I live on the estate.
Oh,
Just
okay.
take some snaps. That's all.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you're welcome to come in on the site if you like.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you
a bit late with the
normally
light, but
people just say hello and stuff. We're a bit like, that's a bit off. But yeah.
Let's see. So this is one of your friends has brought a van here, hasn't he?
Yeah, this has been our dream all the time with some of our friends from Occupy London, like breakaway team, mostly the Barnet branch, to have a fucking Occupy mobile. Like in America they had some huge, big fucking van, the Anonymous Mobile or something, I don't know what it was called. And they parked in front of the White House and just took the piss out of the Secret Services going around it. But in here we need mobility and we wanted to have like an Occupy mobile. But of course, you know, Phoenix told us to, like, that's nice, but try to keep it simple, look like a normal one and only put shit like this on it when you really feel that it's safe. Otherwise you get chased around, arrested or worse.
So
But
this is the
this would be the Love Revolution Occupy mobile, but guess whose it is? It's not ours.
Oh, it's not yours. I thought it was. It looks lovely.
Someone else had the money to obtain this sort of thing.
Revolution, Occupy. I mean, so
it's a lucky thing that it ended up with us anyway, like next to us, where we occupy.
Oh, is it a present from someone?
Probably not.
Let's have a better look at it. Oh, it's called something, Cruise, whatever that means.
Oh yes. Well, someone is branding our revolution. Somebody branded the revolution.
Hop on the bandwagon. This is very mysterious. What on earth is it doing here? Anyway, can you explain this? I still haven't quite figured out what it all means.
Well, Mr. Brand branded the revolution, which we know already, but this is just another funny thing that many of us wanted something like this.
But the bailiffs are due at any moment. And
yeah.
Is it a Trojan horse? Is it full of bailiffs?
It's full of Russell Brand's clones.
Oh, that's interesting.
If the bailiffs come, the clones will just burst out and start running around and taking pictures and saying, subscribe.
Well, that sounds
hey, all right, mate. And that helps.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Well, that's very positive. Visit us at
the True Era Cafe.
Oh.
That's the place he opened in the New Era estate.
Okay, well, thanks very much. This is News at 10 signing off.
Yeah, but it's pretty useful anyway. It's like a scarecrow.
Can we sleep in it?
Well, I think Samantha sleeps in it.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
One sound. And insights that rewrite encyclopedias, deviants getting greedy, hiding kills for leukemias. Down with academia and the story gets serious. Cause all the bullshit's tedious. Wizard.
Yeah, we're playing with love tonight. Money, money, money. You don't need money, money, money. Just wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the ha-ha. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Hey. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Hey. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Hey. Everybody's so obsessed. Money can't buy you happiness when it's it's not about money, money, money. We don't need money, money, money. Just wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
Prestonia. We have a president, it's Prestonia. Now it's something that people are talking about. The true favorite.
I don't know.
Red retweeted.
Sharon.
Hey, let me just.
Best answer. Yes. Oh.
Aaron, should we do a tour of the?
Oh my god. Okay, yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't want a live stream. That's.
Oh, no, that's right.
Giving out all the weapons we have probably.
no, not at all. Not at all. But this.
Well, those trees fake on the back. They made a picture from the
so much.
They're all connected and they can run around. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. So you might need like some kind of a, what's it called? Rope ladder or something between the two. Maybe.
Well, Will was talking about putting up 3 houses, but I don't know how much time we got.
Oh wow.
You can't take my breath away. I can be your hero.
Akarsz csinálni egy-két képet megint, mert most van.
Unavoidable divides.
Yes.
So, we've got the fat lady singing. When's the fat lady singing?
Sure. As soon as we get one. As soon as we get a fat lady, you can
get the fat lady in, get her to sing.
I lost my really good bit. I had lots of really good stuff in it.
Danny, do you want us to open a hole so you can go off? Music.
recently. Who else is doing that in England now? Paul?
Yeah, Brighton and Hove, the People's Republic. Frome is pretty much
independent.
they're running their own. They could local people controlling their own. What else? It's building up. It's gradually building up.
And what are you calling it? This independent state?
Sweetstopia.
Oh, nice.
And it's an open source state, so anyone can come and help designing a country that they want to live in.
Yeah.
As people kind of feel like fleeing the United Kingdom after the elections now.
Mhm.
We're trying to encourage them not to leave physically, but to just declare independence and try to see what happens.
Is there anyone in charge?
Hopefully not.
Well, there's a plan, a proposal to appoint Russell Brand as the president. There are rumours that he might get overthrown. And then there are also rumours that
it's going to be the dog.
The dog is the
nominated as the leader of the world revolution, but yes.
Yeah, we are applying for membership of the United Nations.
Right. That might
and-
not be an easy fix.
Well, that application is going out today as a matter of urgency. We're expecting to be invaded by England at any moment.
Yes.
So we are ready for an invasion by our enemies with their bailiffs. But I mean, I only work
They're
here.
our friends, they just don't know.
Let's hope
They're
so.
just a bit naive.
You're laughing, but it's not a joke, right?
No.
No,
It's very serious, but you have to have it.
It's entertaining, but it's not a joke. It's
No,
supposed
what-
to be entertaining.
Right.
Why it's very serious is because the human race faces extinction very soon as a result of global warming. We are fighting back against the capitalist system. It isn't a joke, even if there is a satirical element to it. But that's why we've accepted the potential leadership of Russell Brand, because he gets a lot of publicity and the ideas need to get out there.
This is one of the things that inspired us.
Oh, very nice.
This happened in the 70s, so we have actually precedent.
Yeah. All right.
So, what are you just going to follow us about doing questions and stuff? Because I got some sort of non-communal thing to do, like washing up and stuff, which isn't so interesting. But yeah, it's happening.
And what's this? Is this greenhouse looking thing here?
It's precisely that. A greenhouse. Yeah, it's this one stays this one. Rewind. Your kitchen.
And this is how you found it, basically?
Not entirely how we found it, because since we've been here, we've been sort of decorating and sort of...
No, I don't mean the pictures on the walls, but I mean like the cabinet.
Right up the street. And yeah, and I've come down and it's, yeah, it is, because like, when I say, I want, like, you know, personally, I like living in sort of communal spaces where everyone's working together and, you know, like...
Okay.
Guys, so as you know, Sweetstopia Squat is it's kind of near eviction day. We actually have Russia Today here doing a documentary. If you're in London and you're friends with us, get down here. Like, not even joking. Like, please, we need you. Yeah, that's it basically.
Yeah, Monday
basically, there's nobody here, man.
zero.
We've got the camera crews around the corner. Trevor's taking them around the houses. We need you here. Please, thank you.
Yeah, workshops coming up on the weekend.
Workshops, whatever. Get down to Sweetstopia, London. Type it in on Google Maps. Whatever you're doing, drop it. Come here, please.
Yeah.
We love you. We'll play music. We'll make you coffee.
Yeah, the weekend workshops.
And weekend workshops. Just get here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop. Done.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you very much.
And as you know, we are the new breakaway state. Name is Sweetstopia. So this is Sweetstopia. We are not part of the United Kingdom anymore. We've declared independence from the United Kingdom's government. That should be interesting enough for people to come up here, because this is not a joke. It might sound like one, but it's not. So prepare your passports, and our borders are open for immigration at the moment. So please do come, and let's see how far we can go with this. And Monday, ground zero. So please come with your whole family, wherever you are, over the weekend and learn about how to avoid being extinct on this planet. So bye-bye and see you here. Ciao, ciao.
Applied for United Nations membership.
Sorry, Dennis. And that's the like blanket squatters notice kind of thing.
It's the kind of shit, the barrier we use against the so we can actually do some work here.
Yeah. Should we look upstairs, Dennis?
Yeah. Shall I take the mic?
Let's take the mic.
I'm here to publicise the fact that the human race and all life on this planet is becoming extinct as a result of global warming. That's why I'm here. To get publicity for this cause, the most important issue in history.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
May I ask you?
Hello, how are you?
Just for a quick sentence on why you're here.
Oh, I'm here to support the idea to be create a utopistic country. I think it's brilliant idea. It's happened a lot of places like for Estonia. A bunch of squads come together in the street, they occupied it and they was there like 10, 20 years. I think it's brilliant because we can show some kind of alternative. We can make difference. Yes.
Great. Thank you. Are you from Estonia?
No, because it's happened on 77. I'm just 24, but no.
Doggy baby.
Doggy.
She's the leader. She's the leader of the world revolution.
nicer kitchens.
You go right ahead.
You said there was someone called David.
Do you want a David? Do you want a David?
He was over there. He's like.
Why are you here?
I've come here 4 months ago when the mothers called for help. If you know about the Sweetstopia Resist protest, we set up here at number 91, and they had number 60. We didn't want to be seen in front of cameras because it's not about us. It was about the families being violently kicked out of here, the children, the mothers, and we like to connect everyone basically in the background and make sure everything goes alright. We talked to the police, we showed them what this was about, that children are coming back from home or from school to do their homework. Workers are smashing up the homes on the other side, and they had to watch it for a couple of hours, and in the end they understood what this was all about. They never really came back, just with the patrol car to see if everyone's alright. So since 2012, if you know that squatting in residential buildings has been criminalized. In here, we've been here for 4 months, and the police told the owner, who claims to be the owner of the land, that they will not take any action against us because we are not criminals. So something is changing now. We managed to somehow override this unjust law that killed already so many people, and that was the start when we set up here to be supporting the moms. But then they kind of evicted themselves after the first court case because they've never done this before. They are very new to all this, what's basically our life, usually 24/7.
And they've got families and stuff.
Yes, exactly. But they didn't go far. They only went to the other side of the estates. I don't know if you've seen them in the new little habitat.
No, I haven't. No, we'll go over there.
Probably tonight, yeah, about tonight or this afternoon
Yeah.
you can see them. So they set up at the edge of the estate, which is a different legality. We managed to get our hands on some of the houses that were also not covered by the previous court order in the injunction. We just lost that now on Monday. So it's been 4 months of very interesting ups and downs, and finally this was the second renaissance when the squatters came in and they managed to renovate all the houses that the workers smashed up, which is pretty absurd because the workers smashed it up for money and the squatters did them up for free. So it's very interesting. Now we have a little, I'm going to call it a community. It's a convergence of individuals and communities, and we've always planned to declare independence on Sweetstopia for like 4 months, but we didn't know how to time it, when to do it. But when we lost basically every opportunity in court, we gave up on the legal system because it's turning into a corporate law system rather than focusing on human values. So we decided that we want to be independent from this whole thing, the government of the United Kingdom.
Interesting. All right, brilliant.
1 second,
Thank
let
you.
me go to the other side and get
Okay.
one thing for this.
Stay
Yes.
there, stand here,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
face me exactly like you were before.
Okay, great.
He's just filming from the other direction.
Okay.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Hungary,
Mm-hmm.
so I've seen bad things before. You know, I think that the same dark cloud that's consuming my country is coming this way.
Interesting.
And I wouldn't want to let it happen. So I'm trying my best to prevent it. People in here are not as apathetic as people in my country, and so on. And if I'm doing something here that has an immediate effect in Hungary as well. So it's the epicenter of what's happening in the world now.
Okay. Yeah. But you weren't interested in staying in Hungary and trying to do, trying to...
We kind of shoot off sometimes in summers. But Petra, my girlfriend, and we have Mordecai, the third Hungarian person. There's another one upstairs. So there's quite a few Hungarians in here. There's pretty much they're fleeing the country now.
Yeah.
Like 2 million people left the country or something. So it's really bad over there.
We got a lot of Hungarians at the office, haven't we, Dennis?
Yeah,
We got 2 Hungarian cameramen.
And 2 Hungarian and 1 Laszlo as well?
Oh yeah, Laszlo's Hungarian too, yeah.
And the very sad thing is that our prime minister used to be like us. He used to be a radical democratic activist, and he
Right.
turned into the monster that he has fighting.
Yes, yes it is.
Think out loud. How often have you had this problem?
How often have I what?
Sorry, I'm only...
What, a camera this close to my not very often?
No. Just joking.
Okay. Right. I just need to get some of my shit together, so don't follow me around just now if you don't mind.
I want my freedom when all I want is right in front of me. I can't believe that I've come this far. If I'm picking up a good vibration, it's telling me not to stop it. I'm moving up to a new dimension, crossing over from between third lines, and I've started on my end game. Forever I smile. And it's been over 2,000 years since we really question what's going on here. Cause all the sins that we have aren't man-made, so it's just up to us to change our ways. And I'm gonna enjoy my days till the end and a new beginning. It's truly love that I found now. Even on my way down, forever I smile. If the next revolution's of the mind, then I'm having mine. As soon as I defeat these demons inside of myself, I've got a reason for my own self-worth. Although it hurts on how it works, to be honest with them. Transcend the boundaries, push the limits, never end. It's strength within, it's just a matter of...
Enzo. Well, that's the solution. He doesn't really want to cooperate today, innit?
Come here. Come on. Doggy.
When the steel comes first, comes second, just stop for a minute and smile. Why is everybody so serious? Acting so damn mysterious.
the left. Everybody look to the right. Can you feel it? Yeah, we're playing with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need the money, money, money. Just wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Ain't about the ha, ka-ching, ka-ching. Ain't about the ha, blah, bling, blah, bling. Wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
We need to go back in time when music makes all unite. And there wasn't low blows in the video hoes. I'm the only one getting tired. Why is everybody so obsessed?
Money can't buy us happiness.
We all slow down and enjoy right now. We could all be feeling all
right. And everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right. Can you feel it? Yeah, we're playing with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. Just wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Ain't about the ha, ka-ching, ka-ching. Ain't about the ha, ha, blah, bling, blah, bling. Wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Na, 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 na. Hey, na, 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 na. Hey, na, 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 na. Hey, world dance. Na, 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 na. Hey, na, 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 na. Hey, na, 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 na. Hey,
world dance. Not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. Just the world dance. Forget about the night. Ain't about the ha, ka-ching, ka-ching. Ain't about the ha, the bling, the bling. Wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
and there's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live while I'm alive. It's my mama. Let's go party. Take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mama, take me home. This country road.
Just a little bit, ooh, little bit more, ooh, just a little bit smells of what we're looking for, ooh, just a little bit, ooh, little bit more, ooh, just a little bit smells of what we're looking for. Oh, 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 oh.
Pretty much if the borders are closed, it means
People kill and people die. Children murdered, they are crying.
because they can rush us, you
Practice
know.
what we preach. Can we turn the other cheek? Father, Father, Father.
Someone's already applying for citizenship again and wants to come.
Got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light. Dee da 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 da. Didn't know you said words to that one. Nope. Let's do the other one again. Didn't let us finish it. It's my life.
Behind it, the front door, then they have to pay because you'll completely tear up their instruments and you'll really hate it.
Hey, fuck 'em.
It's not revolution, it's evolution.
Yes. Shall we take her on board? Nah.
La asamblea más seria de la historia.
Hey, yeah.
Attention! Attention!
Attention. Churches building the wall. Yeah. This
probably don't
means
need to film
we will be standing up
Yeah.
on the roof.
Please don't film.
Thank you, Enzo. We will be standing on the roof and we will be protect our block.
Have you got an eviction text list? Have you got an eviction text list? Who's got? Danny, have you got free text? Has anyone got free
We have
text?
connection with one of the Finchley squads. They have a big squad in Finchley Central, and they say they ask for helping.
Next to the Bohemian, the restaurant pub. It's not ticking a lot, is it?
I might need breaking on this side as well.
Okay.
Just doing my job, mate. Just doing my job.
Yeah.
That's what the
I like
Nazis
this
said,
one.
mate. Yeah.
I like this one. Higher police wages now.
I did all of these, mate.
It's, what do you call it when you go back in time?
Time travel.
Well, no, I meant retrograde or something. Do you know what I mean? Because this is Claremont Road, isn't
It's
it?
a bit. It is like Claremont Road. That's what I'm getting. The old M11, the art house, bit Claremont Roady, isn't it? So, you know, barricades, crazy harbour, strange, colourful characters.
What's he advising you?
She. And now starting
painted old sofas, crusties and dogs.
I think she was reluctant.
Well, Frestonia as well.
Frestonia. Well, we years ago we were involved with. There was another one called Wanstonia.
Wanstonia,
We declared our own Independence Day. We issued passports. It was like 4 houses all joined together, and then we had majorly barricaded downstairs, and then roof platforms and platforms over the treehouse and stuff. And yeah, they came with a big police operation, 300-400 police to kind of get us down, and diggers and cherry pickers. And I remember getting dragged out there. We were on the roof, and then they got into the treehouse, and then they pulled us out of the treehouse with cherry pickers, and thought I was going to get arrested, and then they just let us go. So I was like, great.
Do you know Will? Have you met Will?
Well, we introduced earlier.
Matt Phoenix.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, world. How's it going?
Do you know how to do these things?
Do the braids? No, I always get friends to do it. Yes, I'm sure they do. You need.
I mean, the police are well picked up.
And the police come into a protest for the police. It's like
confusion.
Yeah, exactly. Complete major confusion. This is actually something that Russell Brand said. As much as Russell Brand is only one person, so yes, I understand that he can't come to everything. Good work, Russell Brand.
Well, he's our president, isn't he?
And that's safe and can't be evicted. And so they've got possession order on all of these now, have they?
For now, yes. These were the 2 houses that were
holding out, and they got possession order.
But they had a possession order anyway for the whole estate, except for those houses in March. But they didn't give a shit, so nothing happened. And now, because it was probably more complicated, and now it's getting more homogenic, like they could evict.
Right, rewind selector. Stop filming a sec.
Yeah, I live in just around the corner. I've been here for a couple of weeks now.
Alright. That can be a dangerous thing looking in fridges sometimes.
No, you're welcome. You know, it's like sometimes it's full of food. I don't know what's in there at the moment, but.
Oh, the soya milk cup of tea.
Independence Day of Sweetstopia open for. I don't like the word immigration.
Open for business. Open for.
All comers welcome. All come. That's what. Or Independence Day of Sweetstopia. Welcomes new residents. Get in touch. Sweetsway N20. Is there any?
England is about to invade, basically.
Come and help defend. England may be about to invade.
United Kingdom government is wage war on us.
Independent States.
Successfully. Trevor's ready.
Yeah, Trevor's on the old Sweetstopia choir. Independent State of Sweets.
We've got a song, The Sweet Sway.
Is that the national anthem?
Yeah.
So I talked to Daniel about it, said, we'll look at stuff for the hive. He said, yeah, they're happy for you if you want to come up tomorrow with Graham or whatever and look around some of the other houses for light switches and that'd be cool. Whatever it is.
Big up to Steve in the house. Welcome all. Inside, welcome. something that feels right. Each time I cry, it's 'cause I'm so alive and don't paint your picture. Every night I lie, we make the difference. And we're adding up to now the minus. You hold it in your hand, that's what I heard. But I don't understand why who's gonna see this through. Cool see as I do.
Let's get some little slow jazz.
And the constant focus is just we just fight with them and see what's left.
Resistance from the old M11 crew. You know.
This guy?
On the 5-scale bill. I think. Let's be quiet.
Paul Fergie's in the Mac and shit.
Yes, Phoenix, how many spaces have you got?
We can probably get about 7 or 8 in the back of the vans. Traditional, we've got a bit of tat in there, but if you don't mind getting friendly and squeezing up to your new friends. People to come here and resist, dig in, free homes. Free homes for the homeless.
It's not, yeah, I think it's not,
Baby. Phoenix, aka Bad Boy.
Alright, Trev's coming on.
yeah, Trev and
I'm Natalie, not
Natalie.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a big effort now. Yeah, we have to go to other country. We crossed the border, so we have to go all the way back. What you eating? Oh, you've got a lot of raspberries. Raspberries, yeah.
Where are you from?
Thank you. My fun.
now we have a reason to go.
I think it's good to keep it playful and light-hearted because a lot of people coming into this new, they're intimidated. So the more fun it is, the more inviting it is.
Square one, but I haven't found it last 2 times.
Yeah.
We have a big treaty.
Yay!
The wrong.
I'm nearly finished.
Doggy was straight. There she is.
Yay!
This is good. You're good at painting the walls, mate.
True world order! Starts here.
I need some white paper.
That'll do, yeah? You ain't going to. My must be really green. Yay!
Very, very nice. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Yamas.
I think if you push it, then push it.
I have that doggy, yes.
Push it down.
He's over there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can't really see our...
Yeah, no, because we'll get it right inside and then...
Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah. Is it gonna dry like in a few minutes, you think? Because we want it dry. And I have to put it in the oven.
You could get the stuff on the
I learned something when I learned.
Doggy baby!
Middle like that. When you put it down the middle.
We love Russell, yes we do.
Well, it's just a children's song in Sweetstopia.
We love Russell Brand, yes we do. We love
So
Russell
he has to
Brand.
take his presidential seat
We do.
in 3 days, otherwise Doggy will take over the seat. But we've heard rumors that Batman the hamster has joined the presidential debates, so he needs to hurry up, otherwise...
What about the ferret?
The ferrets are not interested at the moment, but there's no guarantee that they might try to, struggle for power.
They might ferret him out for us though, mightn't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to deliver the visa to President Brand with a message from the Sweetstopians about Doggy Baby's plans to overthrow his presidency. And here is Doggy Baby now. She wants to come to the show.
But she can't.
No, she can't. You've got to guard the gates, Doggy Baby. So me and Daniel, chief maker from Sweets Resist, are now getting into the bandwagon, and we're going over to Hoxton to spread the news from the occupied Sun to defend Sweetstopia. Wish us luck.
I will. Good luck and thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Daniel, can't drive. I said we started a new country, and he's like, he said to the audience that everybody should get involved and join in, and that you're all doing amazing work. And yeah, he says really good. So keep it up. Hello. But I better go. I hope you like your cookies. I might be back on Thursday. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, thanks. We have everything. I just need the spark to blow it into bird news.
Yeah, I gave it to him, and I said if he could tweet, that would be great.
Yeah.
So hopefully he will. But he's a bit, you know what he's like. He's like me. He's proper ditzy.
Yeah.
But what is his opinion? Do he saw videos about Sweetstopia or read about something in newspaper?
I don't know. I don't know if he's heard of it. Probably. I don't know if he's checked.
Because his tweet is full. His Twitter.
Yeah, one thing we were talking about
Yeah, that's a good start. He talks about similar ideas to what you guys have got anyway.
Who's this? Is this President Brand you're talking
President
about?
Brand, yeah. So hopefully he's going to come to Sweetstopia.
Yeah, he has 3 days definitely.
He has 3 days.
His visa is run out, but Doggy will be the president.
Doggy will be the president if he doesn't come. Yeah, but anyway, lots of love, guys. Keep up the good
He can
work.
still be the Minister of Propaganda.
I've got to go home. Still got to go to the hairdressers tomorrow and dye my hair purple. Yay! Lots of love. Mwah, mwah. I've changed my hair. Okay, so President Brand said, let them eat cake. I dropped one of these on the floor. I think it might be this one. But you just scrape the thing off that one. So I've got lots of cake for you guys. It's really yummy. It's from the Harry Christmas. And I spoke to his assistant and she said that they want to come when he's got a gap in his schedule. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be a gap before the bailiffs come.
Yeah, in this week we think there is
We
no
need lots of children.
And this is the
so
cake.
Friday is the last day, so we can have a weekend. We are thinking
Yeah.
about Sunday to make a movie night. We need the projector.
Yeah, shall I put a call out on Twitter?
Really nice.
For a
Because we have this
projector.
passport to Pimlico and we can have movie night and barbecue together. Because the Guardian was already here, but they say they need some kind of show for it.
story.
Plus, they're crazy about children revolting.
This is True World Order. I wrote True World Order on the wall because this is the beginning of the True World Order. We're not having any more bollocks. No, no. We're having our own way and it starts here. Do you hear me, Addington Holmes? Cake. Everybody deserves their fair share of the cake. Doggy baby.
We need very cute
So
things.
he might actually be overthrown as president by Doggy Baby if he doesn't get here by tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has 3 days, and we've already had is this the third? Tomorrow is the last day that Russell Brand has to apply for full citizenship or be overthrown as president because we can't have an absent president, Mr. Brand.
He can still
This
be-
dog is perfectly capable of leading us.
He can be still the Minister of Propaganda.
Yes,
That's
he can be
nice
the
of
Minister of Propaganda, or you can just come anytime, and get a passport. We will welcome you, Russell Brand, to our True World Order, and thank you for the cake.
Can I see your breasts? Thank you.
Yeah, you have to sell the
Don't
revolution.
say that because I will literally flash you.
Oh!
Don't encourage that.
Revolution sells with women parts very easily, like everything else, like products.
Yes, I know.
But this is the ultimate product, is the revolution.
Yes.
You cannot
Do
pay
you want a cake?
enough money to get the revolution.
So
Cannot be measured in monetary
this cake
values.
This cake has got gravel all over it, so be careful with that one. But there's 2 more cakes. I gave one to Samir. And I'm coming back on Tuesday, hopefully.
Okay. You're gonna
On Wednesday, brilliant. We dragged the kid on Wednesday. The problem is we can't see them anymore. They don't like us enough to pick up unless we help them. You have to pick it up legally. They're not. No job, so I knew I got it. Yeah. It was 25 hours a week. Fair work.
Yes, well done, man. Congratulations.
And it's really disgusting.
We have to ask Dad's permission. He says yes. We attack people who commit unjust crimes. Petra is committing unjust crimes. You're on my team, yeah, the Asgard team. Shall we see what Chris is doing?
Yeah.
Chris, are you committing unjust crimes against the people?
I'm building a station.
Is that an unjust crime? It's an unjust crime, Chris, I'm sorry. He's the judge. He's the judge, jury, and I'm the executioner.
What? Te la corté, la alimenté, le di pizza, le di comida de pinche pescado. Nos dejaste solos allá, culero.
¿Dónde? ¿Qué pasó?
Ahí estábamos aquí haciendo la comida y tú nos dejaste solos.
Ahora voy, cabrón, ya voy. ¿Ya alguien te carga la aplicación?
No, when did the bin usually come?
En prisa, cabrón.
Necesitas al pato que le decía.
Superheroes. If you had to pick a superpower, would you have invisibility, flying, X-ray, like... Daniel, can you open up an investigation for us? Well, this is the crime. Daniel, what are the details of the crime? This is the crime scene. What are the details of the crime?
Someone put bread in the green bin.
Someone put bread. We need to find who put bread in the green bin.
There's even a sign that says no cooked food.
So we need to speak to Roxy's our first suspect. So let's investigate Roxy. First we have to arrest her and then we can question her. So
I'm not giving you my hands.
so you need to arrest her and then we need to question her. So you're under arrest. Come with us. Come with us, Roxy. Come with us. We're going to question the suspect in the jail cell, 89. Come with us. Come peaceably. Come peaceably.
Vampire.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, well, like a big meeting today. I'm Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sophie. Monkey.
This is the spaceship.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pep just started and was helping us.
So you have a spaceship?
Yes, hopefully.
Can I use it? Can I use it?
Oh, no, it's a bit...
I need to go and rescue a friend.
Bit wet. Hopefully, come in like 5 more days and we shall be ready. Prepped to go NASA. Prepped.
I've got a friend
ready.
that's been kidnapped by the aliens.
Oh.
He's disappeared for 6 days now. Crocus, we miss you.
It's called Noah's Ark.
There's a spaceship. Who said there's a spaceship? That's got a spaceship today, you know?
Today's been a day. So this can be... So where do you want to go?
I need to go somewhere looking for Rocas. Rocas is not from this planet. And I think
We got 5 people at the moment restreaming on the Global Occupy News Network. Because apparently this is news nowadays. People being happy and cooperative and... the city of London, but in the greater London area. 6 people, hello. Petra. Can you do something entertaining because I'm running out of words?
I don't know what can I say. We are cooking Hungarian unicorn food, called paprika potato for everybody.
Old nomadic
And
stuff.
yeah, we're cooking together, we have fun. So come down, and we have a new idea. Exactly, for every day we were cooking from different nations. Like we have Romanian guys, we have people from France, Spain, Mexico, and we can every day cook something.
Yeah, anytime we have any guests from any countries,
Yes,
visiting,
yes.
we
So
can
come
cook
down
their national meals.
and come and have fun with the Sweetstopia.
Will not be fired up from the ground.
Hello. Qigong in Sweets. Where are we? Sweets Lane. Sweets Lane playing the Freedom Game. Joggies and mums. All parts of the thing. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah. Mother. Father.
Sean. And Imre. Aupra. Imre. Aupra.
Very small village. Yes. Construction site, tree preservation order, blanket over the entire area and all the houses near it. The guys doing that is like, massive conifers, like, after 5 pounds, I want to trim my conifers. And preservation order on it. Hundreds in this tiny area. Good for you though, good for you. Good much work. I was brought up in a small village, in an old wheat village, no covering, no shop, no farm. For 26 years, we've had got great confidence.
This is how I've ended up here. This is the start of the thing for me, but
hello.
Hi. So yeah.
Hello, we're going to talk to this guy.
You're here, I know. You turned up now.
Come on. This is Danny.
Hello.
And
how are you?
Gentleman's I'm fine. You're from Reuters.
That's correct.
And this is Danny, and he's going to talk to you. We're going to make him talk to you.
Danny, I'm Paul.
Hi.
Nice to meet you again.
Yeah. Well, welcome to.
Thank you.
Sweetstopia.
Yeah.
Little independent country.
Yeah.
That's right.
She's the president. Oh, she's our president, yeah.
Yeah. You can explain him probably about the situation. Why is this happening? What's happening here? You know.
Do you know the beginnings of this when the mothers started getting together and resisting social?
Yeah, let's shall we? When I got here, that
March-ish when we started.
Yeah. Okay. And what's? Oh, hello, sweetheart.
She's our president.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
she's-
presidency.
She beat Russell Brand in the presidency.
Ah, you are gorgeous. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do you want a cup of tea or something?
A cup of tea would be wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Violently from the houses.
Were you here for that?
Yeah, we came to support them. Just
Okay.
We're not really on the same page. They're coming on the same page finally, but of course they were just families joined to this whole struggle that is our day job mostly.
Yeah.
So they were a bit scared. And they had number 60, we were in 95, kind of hiding from the cameras. Because we found out that if you like push those people in the spotlight who the struggle is about, it's much easier, especially when David Cameron starts talking about extremists and terrorists. He can only point to mothers and wheelchair people who start storming parliament, and not us finally. And kind of coexisted, helped each other with the mums until they evicted themselves over to the other side of the estate. And we lost all the occupations we had here. It was 6 buildings, and we got left with 1 basically. And then these guys came and started fixing up all the buildings that the workers, the contractors smashed up. Because for a while we protected like 6 of them. 6 of them from being smashed up. Wow, I never heard your voice before, Dolly.
So the whole place was cleared, and then there was just a couple of buildings that you managed to get access to.
Yeah. Well, there was 1 basically, but there was 8 families still living as private tenants. So they kicked out all the social tenants.
I see. Okay.
And 2 of them gave us their houses.
Okay.
And another one there.
Yeah.
Resist.
Yeah.
Because they are court fees they resist, but they never really resisted for their home before. They've been to other eviction resistance solidarity campaigns. And
Doggy, come here.
Normal, it's so quiet.
yeah, I never heard her before.
MA culture.
That's
Permanent culture.
yeah. It's just my bad writing, but that's what I've
You know
got.
what?
Yeah. I take some pictures.
And that's why we are set it up as a
that's
stage.
all.
This is the stage you see, and it's going to be swarming with crazy stuff and music and what we usually do. It's now coming up to the next
when
week.
you want to have some pictures, I think of Sweetstopia. There are pictures from activities here, but some people have.
Doing it to show people an alternative. So, like, we won't be able to be here forever, but we can take these ideas and take them somewhere else and show. And it's like, you know.
Richard, where you guys came from individually, what would you have been doing this time 6 months ago?
Well, we are the Bohemians. We do the Barnet Library.
That's right,
Barnet Library, the Bohemia, we was in Cathill, in Soho. We are normally occupying places that is in trouble from developers, like they want to build Tesco or something, we are come and occupying, and we try to take together the community and do something for safety.
So they took back the library and gave the keys back to the local community.
Yeah, this one is
stuff like that, and it was on Channel 4.
Public buildings or anything that's under attack.
Because when you have the people what's around, all the people what's parking here, the cars, they see that they're staying still here. They start also coming in and speaking with us.
Yeah,
I want to know what's happening.
Feel safer since we're here.
Gets raised as a fucking joke, and the fact that they can only put 3 items in a
Doesn't make much sense, but they do have some kind of hashtags on Facebook now.
Okay.
It's easy to find all the news and all the live streams. We live streaming very frequently.
Yeah.
If something happens, it's very transparent in many ways. We want to play with people. If they want to create a country that they would like to live in, this is the place to try to do that.
But there's other places.
That's no man's land. That's this Czech politician guy.
And then there was Frestonia, which was the punks in the 70s.
Yeah, that was the inspiration in the 70s. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that was where it came
And the funny thing is that their enemies were the very evictable. We've been evictable since
in the High Court as well.
Yeah, they probably passed it on to the High Court eviction forces, so there's no more hearings.
But we did a few in Barnet and we got through with it, didn't we? And then
no, they had one, and somehow it didn't work anymore. So we managed to, together with the mothers and with the help of the local police, we somehow overrode the rules. Because these were freshly, when they were residential properties. But the police decided that we're not criminals and they're not going to be involved. This is also
What is your intention if the bailiffs turn up? How are you going to react to that?
My way is
secret information.
So yeah.
Secret information.
This is not the
That's top
house
secret
for.
information.
I would use my Jedi powers, but we do need people on the roof. We do need some firm resistance. But I'm a comedian. I used to be a comedian, so for me this is half.
Well, what about the wall? Is that a secret as well?
It has to be entertaining.
No secret.
Yeah. Also, it's not yeah. The walls are doing the job anyway. This is concrete walls. They can see it's not a joke, but if it's still entertaining, then we don't get shot. So it's good. Yeah. If we put socks on our feet and run around with guns, or was saying that go with the government and they will come with helicopters and shoot us dead. But if we say that this is all right, we don't belong to this territory. You don't have the cover. Why? Well, okay, that's our flag. We're an independent nation. We wrote to the United Nations, and the Foreign Affairs Ministry sent us back some reply that we have. And we have our own ceremonies. We're working on a country that we want to live in. We need playmates to work with us. Some people want to write a new constitution for England. They should try and do small first and get the practice and get some experience in designing the country, and that's it. So that's the time. That's when my mother decided the mother force came back and that's why you need to know who should be in the that was a big declaration of independence with London Live. They were expecting bailiffs to get in here and kick our faces in. And nothing was really happening. She was sitting around. Her boss told them to stay a few more hours. They're just waiting, like, yeah, you know this is not England anymore. Like, what? And David just finished painting the...
This and when would you imagine, July the 7th was when you ran out of Knopf, when would you imagine the bailiffs would
actually come in?
Yeah.
Well, there's a few options.
Yeah.
They could come any hour, basically,
Right.
but they have to assess exactly because they're professionals. They have to be able to remove us without any trouble.
Safely, yeah.
Exactly, safely, but thoroughly, safely. And there's one more family. There's the last family living
Sorry,
just.
they don't want to speak because they're not open.
Oh, right.
They're not open.
Well, but they're still here. They said for a while that they would want to resist. They would be the first ones actually to really resist. But he might just back up and leave because you never know. But probably they have to count with him as well. But I was thinking if they want the squatters out first before they touch the family, but probably they want to get rid of the family first without any trouble, even giving them a proper option on some money, because they had enough PR damage from evicting families. And I think they're gonna get rid of him and then get the whole army together and try to surround us, force us off the land, fence it off, demolish. And that's usually what they do. Once they demolished the school on us, which was a bit bad. That was the City of London Corporation, that's a bit different. Your stuff was inside. Every day is doing stuff, yeah.
I'll be around to knock on the door or whatever. Make shout.
Yeah, the mum's house. We'll take a walk at some point.
Dani, segítesz anyádnak felállítani, meg beszélni akar a Bercivel?
Bercivel?
There's no more freedom. Only clean water.
As we go to skip. We need also to speak. Chris have tell that we need a government house. We need one to choose about coming together to discussion things.
Again, yeah, we need to organize.
Maybe I have another magic trick for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might have.
By the way, I can.
¡Vámonos!
They allow me tomorrow the.
Friday maybe, but maybe tomorrow I think.
So
Well, like we have to buy them after Thursday, they come in.
Thursday, Friday, they do empty, but...
Number. I was on the website, beautiful website. We give you estates with full of nature.
Is there a charity or something, just like you pretending to be charity? Yeah. Nice people.
Agriatamo.
Szemfülesek before I don't speak. It starts going into roots.
Again, Hungarian cows.
Border control is not the strictest.
Spanish, Spanish and French. What they have in Spanish and French well.
community kitchen because it looks like fantastic. The common room, there is a barricade and...
So can come and take some pictures of you, of the group together in those rooms?
Yes, just not about the barricade.
Okay. I'll grab that.
The wall is really nice.
Yeah, the wall is amazing.
Yeah?
We have the
Okay.
Sweetstopia one and the community kitchen is really funny, mate.
Yeah, I did see some of the art stuff, it was good.
Except the kitchen because it's art.
And this is a communal room.
Oh, we are sleeping
Everything,
for
wherever we are is kind of a communal space because we like to welcome everyone. We don't believe in individualism too much.
Okay.
And this was a draft. And this is a spotlight.
You can step on the mattress, do not worry about it.
I know. Just to ignore me.
Amazing.
Why not?
Cool.
Thank you.
Whoa.
You get a good shot here of the wall. You see that's all right, see you soon. Enjoy yourself. Don't let them slow you down, just carry on.
Porque se me quedó con mi cara de europeo.
Smash that one first and then let's see that. We don't have much time, we only have the summer for after the summer goes then everyone goes back to hibernation.
So, what are you hoping to achieve?
I'm just
Making a documentary. Hello.
hello.
Right. Going hunting for birds. That's good. Your mum came selling cigarettes. Save me a cup of tea.
That was written by a guy called Laurie Wright.
Your number one fan.
Beautiful, that was beautiful.
I'm officially your number one fan.
That was beautiful.
I'm going to stalk you in all your shows.
This is the Bohemian, drafting what Sweetstopia should be about. We just wanted to have like a sovereign, independent little community, and of course we are Sweetway, and we are kind of utopian Bohemians, and this is the draft. Okay, this is how we started working out what we all got, and that led to having a flag and having potato stamps. I've got some first experiments here. So as you can see, this technology is biodegradable, but the official stamps landed in the compost, so we have to make new ones. This is a letter S from the Utopian alphabet by Thomas More, who created Utopia, invented Utopia. I don't know how he did it in the 15th century, but...
You said about utopian bohemianism. Could you explain what that ethos is?
Yeah, well, you've seen us in the 12 bar being full-on bohemians, but this now in a 21st century urban environment where you can grow your own food, you make it a bit greener, cleaner, and it's a social experiment as well. So we're trying to find a way to build our own utopia, and this is a place where we can actually experiment right now because of the circumstances. We always find a way to experiment with a few things, like in Friar Barnet, the library that we managed to save. Anywhere we work, we set up a little community space, and we gave the keys in there also to the residents who were fighting to save that library. But in here it's a bit different now, because we still have the families resisting over there and building their show home. But yeah, we're kind of strange visionary people, so we like to go all the way. And don't just talk about housing, but about sustainability, as you can see, autonomy, how to make the resistance creative so it looks very innocent but also very radical at the same time. Nothing that the establishment would expect from people, like throwing burning babies at them or something. We're going to fight with creativity and with morals, and it's a bit different now. And of course with families and children, mothers, bunny rabbits, little doggies. She's our president, by the way, and yeah, she beat Russell Brand to that.
What's her name?
Doggy.
Doggy. President Doggy.
Yes.
When I finished filming Doggy, I'll give you a belly rub, I swear.
Yeah, she's hungry for love, as a president should be.
Yeah, as all dogs, as we all are, actually, not just dogs.
She's the best president we could have. Russell Brand was appointed president, but he couldn't make it in time. We gave him a 3-day tourist visa, but he sent us a few cakes. Well, he can still be the Minister of Propaganda if he wants to take the job.
Let them eat cake as well.
Yes, exactly. But the dog managed to win the presidency, and we're very happy with that.
Right, well done, Doggy. Be a good president.
The only hierarchy we have.
That might be why it's capable of interventional travel.
Nice tripping. It's nice to trip him because you see it's comfortable. There is blanket inside. If it's dark, you can just hang it. Maybe so much.
That is not inspiring me with confidence to travel.
It's comfortable. I tried it many times.
Really?
Yes. It's very comfy.
So now I'm in a pyramid.
Right.
Pyramids are very powerful.
Close your eyes and go travel.
Where are you? got those.
You're right. Yeah.
Just do a few shots in the garden and then.
Pipeline because of the mining, and this is just a solidarity message.
Are you going to play your flute?
Yeah, play it's like the message maybe.
You have a direction there.
Yeah, do a live stream.
Yeah, do a live
and send them to I don't know more. That's pretty directions.
And I shared that on Facebook and it had like 140,000 views.
He's cutting it together for
so
more comprehensible video.
Yeah, this will be good as well.
Yes.
This is going to be your reality show.
It's a TV reality show called Can You Save the Human Race?
Can you save the human race?
Yes, the Eco Warriors are coming as subtitled.
Brilliant.
You see, so
collecting really good
So you're going to save the human race for us?
No.
Doesn't
The
work like
question,
that, sadly.
I'm trying single-handedly. I'm trying single-handedly.
I'm just hoping someone's going to come and do it. You know.
No, I'm going to be here and
the
doing
question
it.
is, can you save the human race?
Well, I'll try.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'll try. What I'll try and save is a little corner of it. Is that all right? Will that work? We'll have to do all of it. 7 billion.
Just the fact that you're even acknowledging the responsibility.
Colleagues of yours have been very threatening to people here on various occasions.
So every time someone comes to your video, right?
Yeah.
So have you seen us before being friendly to you?
No, I haven't seen you before, personally.
Yeah. There you go. So we haven't friendly no one.
They're just filming your bad, man.
You work for a company that has...
But that's like saying, no, my friend was stabbed in the face by a squatter, right? Really? I haven't come to you and said, all of you lot stabbed someone in the face. I haven't said anything like that. Just because someone does something doesn't mean they're all exactly the same.
I'm not saying that, but you work for a company that hasn't taken action on people that have been...
So what have I done to you?
You haven't done anything, but you're...
Why you come here?
You want a cup of tea?
Not as threatening as I thought. They don't sound threatening, they sound scared.
What are they doing here?
Our enemy started all this company.
Enzo.
You want to know what I'm doing here? Ask me politely. Don't tell me. What? I hate this man. You hate this man? Yeah. You don't need to tell me that. I like it, so you need to tell me. Yeah. I like it also. We do flats by flats. We do one there, one up there, and one up there, all in the same day. So we don't know. That's why we come here to check what numbers have protests.
The thing is like before like months or something like this, the number somebody was took out all the numbers, but we don't know exactly what number.
What? Sorry?
Somebody was took it out the whole numbers before in this.
There's no numbers on the door.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, but the whole is disrupted.
We'll just leave you guys on list each week. You can go back and go back.
Maybe just the representatives of the enemy.
Yeah, so he's in the pub, 2 minutes down the road. Esther, I had Esther with me for 4 days. That was hard work. That was hard work.
They're going to kill us all.